Uh, Good evening. On behalf of Kewal Kiran Clothing Limited, I welcome everyone to Q1 FY24 earnings conference call of the company. Joining me on this call is Mr. Concall, President Retail and Marathon Capital, our investor relation advisor. I hope everyone had an opportunity to look at our result. The presentation and result release have been uploaded on the stock exchange and our company's website. We are delighted to start the year on positive note by continuing our growth trajectory, registering an increase of 15.5% in our revenue from operation backed by consistent margin. In line with our consumer-focused approach as well as our brand acceptability, the April sales saw a volume growth of 10.3% despite weakening of consumer sentiment and general slowdown in the sector during the quarters. Our continued focus on enhancing visibility and availability through increasing our brand focus, EBOs, coupled with expanding our product portfolio and marketing initiatives are the key contributors for this robust performance. Continuing our strategy towards expanding exclusive brand-focused EBOs, the company has had a net addition of 27 brand EBOs during the quarter, taking the total tally of killer EBOs to 249 and overall EBOs to 454 EBOs as at June 30th, 2023. Further work on identified 50 EBOs is ongoing and expected to be launched in coming months. This expansion aligns with our strategy to bring our product closer to the consumer, enhancing acceptability and convenience. Our enhancing brand visibility and aspirational value, we continued our marketing campaign, including outdoor advertising to advertisement across multiplex and theaters. Our recently concluded brand trade show of Killer and Easy's Lawman and Integrity in July 23, showcasing our SS24 style trend, received overwhelming response from our channel partner, reiterating the strength of company's brand to connect with consumer in providing the unparalleled fashion experience. Our core brand have evolved over time from being denim-focused brand to lifestyle brand. Our strategy resolve around discipline expansion, successfully navigating challenge to emerge strong than ever. By following our business approach and working on the primary principle of 3S, that is business stability, sustainability and scalability, we have proven time and again that our vision and strategy are resilient. We will keep pushing our limits and reaching new milestones to rise above and are confident in our ability to further build on the progress made so far and continuing to drive a strong overall growth. Coming to the financial performance highlight. Stand-alone performance highlight for Q1 FY24. Revenue from operation for Q1 FY24 grew by 15.4% to 178.4 crores as compared to 154.5 crores in Q1 FY23. Gross profit grew to 76.8 crores in Q1 FY24 as compared to 66.8 crores in Q1 FY23. Gross margin of Q1 FY24 was almost similar at 43% as compared to 43.2% in Q1 23. EBITDA for Q1 FY24 grew by 16.4% to 34.1 crores as compared to 29.3 crores in Q1 FY23. EBITDA margin for Q1 FY24 stood at 19.1% as compared to 19% in Q1 FY23. PBT for Q1 FY24 grew by 58% to 41.4 crores as compared to 26.2 crores in Q1 FY23. PBT margin for Q1 FY24 stood at 21.9% as compared to 17% in Q1 FY23. PAT for Q1 FY24 grew by 56.8% to 33.8 crore as compared to 21.6 crore in Q1 FY23. PAT margin for Q1 FY24 stood at 17.9% as compared to 13.9% in the Q1 FY23. Now we may now begin to Q&A session.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question.
Operator request has been initiated. If you'd like to cancel this request, please press star 0 again.
First question is from the line of Priyanka Trivedi from Antique Stock Broking Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the opportunity. So my first question is, the growth this quarter has been majorly driven by jeans and the others category, while the shirts has grown at a lower rate of around 11%. So what has been the reason for same? And also, could you mention what categories in the others category has grown? Hello?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah.
Hi, Priyanka. It generally depends on quarter-to-quarter business. So generally, jeans shirt, t-shirt, trouser is an overall business. T-shirt generally starts going down on the first quarter scenario. Okay, grows at a similar percentage. So we work on a season plan. Okay, the season, you can say that, okay, the season for the summer season, which was carried forward, okay, so that's why the most of the dispatches happen for denim on this proportion, and the supply of shirts would have been higher in the earlier quarter scenario. It as an annualized basis, we work on a season plan, not on a quarter-on-quarter plan. That's why you see there is a mixed change scenario. And this will keep on happening on a quarter-on-quarter basis.
Okay. So for the year, our shirts category would grow the fastest, right? We maintain that, right?
We presume that.
Okay, got it. And my second question is, also if you could mention on the others category, what has grown faster in the others category?
See, it's a minute percentage scenario, it was earlier 5 point something, which is now at 5 point above percentage. So it hardly doesn't matter. Other categories would include other accessories categories.
Okay, so it's not like, basically the accessories, the footwear and all must have grown at a faster rate, right?
Hello, Priyanka?
Hello? Yeah, I'm audible?
Other accessories categories. So in terms of volume, that's a higher percentage. When you start putting it to a value, it hardly forms a percentage. That's the reason. Okay, it's generally a minute percentage.
Okay. And my second question is with regards to the average realization that has declined by 12% for the quarter. So what is the reason for that? And also if you could mention... Yeah.
We give numbers, okay, it's a volume is based on all the categories put together. So accessories category, the volume has been tremendously high, but the average realization has been low. So mixed percentage has given that the number like that.
Okay, so apparels, what would be the average realization of apparels on year-on-year basis?
Generally, we say that, okay, average realization we grow by 4 to 5%.
Okay. Okay. And my last question is on the store expansion. So if you have to look at, 22 K-Lounge stores we have closed and 4 other brands, EBOs we have closed. So that sums up to around 26 stores. And we have opened 27 killer stores. So is it more like the stores have been converted into killer stores, or have there been store closures, and going ahead, how would that pan out? And that's it for me.
Yes, you are right on an aspect. So there has been 3 reasons for it. One, some of the stores have been converted to a killer store. That's one of the reasons. Some stores have been under revamping also. So we generally put, and there have been shifting of the stores also because of a higher size stores. That's 2. And third reason has been with the closure stores. So it's a combination of all 3 brackets.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's it from me. I'll come back in the queue.
Thank you. Before we move to the next question, a reminder to the participant, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Jagveer Singh from Shade Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. And my first question is related to the EBOs. So if we talk about the full year basis, so what will be the number and full year basis for the EBOs?
So, we estimate that, we will still grow. We're targeting around 80 to 100 stores this year also.
Okay. 80 or 100, sir?
80 to 100.
Okay. And sir, any guidance for the EBITDA margins for the closing for the full year FY2024 and revenue guidance?
Generally, our estimate says that revenue would be around 18 to 20%. Similar would be with the EBITDA margins.
So EBITDA margins, in this quarter, EBITDA margins are sustainable, you are saying?
Yes.
And overall, what is the scenario in the, because there are some news, there are some slowdown in the apparel segment, because we had the Shoppers Stop also. In Shoppers Stop, there slowdown in the June quarter. So what is your overall sense, sir?
I wouldn't deny that there hasn't been a slowdown. There have been a slowdown, and that's the reason we have missed our estimates on the top line basis. Okay, but we have ensured that, in terms of the change scenario or the price bracket scenarios, we have been able to achieve it at least on the EBITDA levels. And we feel that, we'll be able to achieve it on the annualized basis at least.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I said, I wouldn't deny that we have missed our revenue estimates on the first quarter scenario. And I agree that there has been a little bit slowdown, but we feel that we'll be able to achieve it on the annualized basis, and we have been able to achieve the figure on the EBITDA levels also.
Okay, and then what was the same store growth in this quarter, Q1?
The SSG was around 4%.
Okay. And then now quarter prices are down from 1 lakh to 56 or 65,000. So we will get any benefit from this in the margins going forward?
We did get that, and we felt that we did get that in the first quarter also. But since the sales were started and pre-poned this season, that entire benefit was taken over by that category. That was one. And we feel that henceforth also, even if there is any levels of margins or betterment on the EBIT gross margins, we'll try to capitalize it and do more of advertising on that aspect.
Okay. This year sales were started in June or July?
Sorry?
Sales, yearly sales.
This time it was preponed, so sales started during June period.
Okay. So July there may be some decrease in the sales revenue, overall revenue.
Sorry?
In the next quarter, there may be some impact on the revenues because due to the prepone of the sales earlier.
Don't feel that. There is a fresh sell-through, there is a discounted sell-through, and the sales we have to be stick to the market. So if the market continues till a sale period, I will have to continue it during that period. That period.
Thank you very much, sir. This is from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Shirinjana from Ratnatyara Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So I have 3 questions. So one is on the other income. This quarter, our other income was on the higher side, right? 11 odd crores. So what is the reason for that? So that's my first question.
Other income is income on FDs and mutual funds. Okay, the market has been good, I think. Okay, that's okay, and it is marketed to the fair market value, correct? That's the reason it was higher.
Right, sir. Understood. Okay, that's clear. And second is, like, there's a clarification. So between our K-Lounge store and Killer Franchisee store, the difference would be that the K-Lounge store would have other brands as well, like Lawman and Integrity and other brands, and Killer is just Killer. Is that correct?
True. Yeah.
Okay. And just one more question is on the same store sales growth, like you mentioned for this quarter was around 4%. So I just wanted to understand, how do you calculate your same store sales growth?
It's calculated on like-to-like format who have been present on last quarter as well as this quarter.
And that's only for EBOs, you're saying, the same store sales growth. The existing
only for EBOs.
So the EBOs which were there in the last quarter, which were already opened in the last quarter.
Openly, which you have seen entire quarter last year as well as this quarter.
Okay. So on that, in those EBOs, the growth that we saw was around 4%.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participant, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Ankit Babil from Shubhkam Ventures. Please go ahead.
A very good evening, sir. A few questions from my side. First is, have you taken any price hike in this quarter, or do you plan to take any price hike in the coming quarters?
एक्चुअली ऐसा है कि हमने ना प्राइस हैक इस बार नहीं लिया है बिकॉज कि द कॉटन प्राइसेस ऑलरेडी है ना नॉर्मल हो गए थे, तो प्राइस हैक लेने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं था एंड वी डोंट वांट टू लूज द मार्केट शेयर, तो हमने प्राइस हैक लिया नहीं है. हाँ, इसका है कि जो कॉटन के प्राइसेस जो थोड़े से घटे हैं तो उसका बेनिफिट हमने जरूर लिया है, हमने प्राइस हैक कुछ नहीं लिया है.
Okay. And you had also guided for, launches in new categories, maybe in children category or ladies category. So any progress on that?
Yes, this work already हम लोग उस पे काम कर रहे हैं और जैसे ही लॉन्च हो जाएगा we will let you know. But we are more focused on kids wear कि सबसे पहले हमारा kids wear बहुत जल्दी very soon we are going to launch. लेकिन जब तक एक बिजनेस एस्टैब्लिश नहीं हो जाता है, 2 या 3 सीजन लगते हैं कोई भी बिजनेस को एस्टैब्लिश होने तक, तब तक हम आपके साथ शायद नंबर शेयर नहीं करें. बट यस, किड्स विल लॉन्च वेरी सून.
Okay. So, one more thing, what we understand is that your other brands, other means other than Killer, the Lawman, Integrity and Easys are pretty small as on date. So, what are your plans to scale those brands? Will you focus on those brands or you will continue to focus on Killer as the main brand?
या हम लोग वो ब्रांड्स के ऊपर भी फोकस कर रहे हैं. वी बिल्ड अ टीम, वी हायर सम प्रोफेशनल्स. और थोड़ा क्या है, कोई भी ब्रांड्स को एकदम लाइमलाइट में लाने के लिए थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, लेकिन हम उसके ऊपर भी काम कर रहे हैं और इन फ्यूचर में आपको ब्रांड्स की ग्रोथ दिखेगी. और अभी हमने जस्ट रिसेंट अभी एक ट्रेड शो किया, हमको एक अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आया है, तो हमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि इन फ्यूचर ब्रांड बहुत अच्छे स्पीड से बढ़ेगा.
So any ballpark idea what could be the size of those brands and what are you targeting in the next say 2, 3, 4 years?
So anything boss. हम लोग लेकिन उस पर काम कर रहे हैं और ऑलरेडी ब्रांड है और ऑलरेडी उनके टर्नओवर हमारे अच्छे आ ही रहे हैं. हम उसको और स्पीड में और उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, तो इन फ्यूचर Q2, Q3 में उसका बेनिफिट दिखेगा.
Okay. And so my last question is, in the last couple of conference calls you had mentioned that to increase your growth rates, you are looking for some acquisitions. So just wanted to know any progress on that, any categories you have identified, what's the progress on that?
is working on that. जब तक कोई चीज फाइनलाइज नहीं हो सकती है, हम आपके साथ कोई बात नहीं कर सकते हैं. But my team is yes really working on that. हम लोग देख रहे हैं और कोई अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी भी ढूंढ रहे हैं. जैसे ही कुछ होगा हम आपको है ना बता देंगे. But we are open for that और हम अभी कर भी रहे हैं, उस पर काम कर भी रहे हैं.
Okay, so can we be rest assured that the ticket size of such acquisitions will be not more than the cash balance what you have, just from a
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. See, because in the cash balance के भी हमने एक अपॉर्चुनिटी रखी थी, पर अगर कोई अच्छी कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है और हमको पैसा इन्वेस्ट भी करना पड़ेगा, we are ready to invest in that. और उसमें ऐसा है कि देखिए अब कौन सी अपॉर्चुनिटी किस टाइम आएगी पता नहीं है, बट नॉट ओनली कि हमारे पास जितनी कैश है, लेकिन यस करेंगे कोशिश की और अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है और कंपनी को अगर बिजनेस एडिशनल मिलता है तो हम वो अपॉर्चुनिटी तो 100% लेंगे ही लेंगे.
So what are your key areas you are looking at, when you are shortlisting any candidate for acquisition? I mean, is it the category, is the profitable brand?
For the garment business, not the other than the garment business. Garment business से बाहर नहीं निकल.
But you are ready to buy even if it's a loss-making company, which you feel you can turn it around and...
Sorry, I didn't get last question.
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you ready to buy any company, even if it is a loss-making brand, if you feel confident of turning it around, and so you're ready for that also, or you're looking at for some regional brands, some to capture some geographical areas? I mean, what is your thought process while shortlisting any candidate for acquisition?
इसमें दो तीन चीजें होती है. कोई भी कंपनी अगर लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी और इफ विल कॉन्फिडेंस के हम उसको टर्न अराउंड कर सकते हैं, बट तो उसकी वैल्यूएशन एक्स होगी या एक्स माइनस होगी. और कोई प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी है तो उसकी वैल्यूएशन अलग होगी, अलग तरीके से देखना पड़ेगा. बट वी आर ओपन फॉर बोथ द थिंग. अगर हमें लगेगा और मेरी टीम मेरे मैनेजमेंट को लगेगा कि हम उसको टर्न अराउंड कर सकते हैं तो हम उसको वो वैल्यू के हिसाब से देखेंगे. अगर कोई प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी आती है और उसके वैल्यूएशन कुछ अलग होगी तो वो हिसाब से देखेंगे. इट्स ऑल डिपेंड ऑन विच अपॉर्चुनिटी यू आर गेटिंग. तो आप उसका माइंड ब्लॉक करके नहीं बैठ सकते कि मुझे प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी चाहिए, मुझे लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी नहीं चाहिए. अगर इट इज आई कैन सपोज इट्स अ मैन्सवेयर तो हमको लग रहा है कि मैन्सवेयर हम उससे और ज्यादा अच्छा फोकस कर सकते हैं. माई टीम इज ऑलरेडी बिल्ड इन. और अगर वो कंपनी की अपनी कुछ वजह से लॉस कर रहा है, इट्स ऑल डिपेंड कि वो क्यों लॉस कर रहा है. अगर उनको लग रहा है कि हम उसको करेक्ट कर पाएंगे तो हम लोग उसमें भी देख सकते हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि नहीं करेंगे.
ओके.
To answer your question,
Pankaj, you are not audible.
Okay, to answer your question, too many deals are available as of today and in all the genres. Okay, in all the genders also. Okay, so whichever fits best to our synergies, we'll definitely explore that.
Okay. All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Deepak Lalwani from Unify Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So, firstly, I had a clarification on your store growth number. You have spoken about 80 to 100 stores. So, this is net of closures and net of conversion stores, right?
Yeah, net of closure.
Okay, sure. And the second question was, on the apparel growth rate, our volumes have grown at 8 to 10% in this quarter. And we hear about slowdown, in the retail spend. So if you can speak to us about, what is happening on the secondary sales level, has demand picked up? Will we be able to achieve, what gives you the confidence that you will be able to achieve the 18 to 20% growth for the full year?
Deepak, okay, the total quantity growth has been close to around 30%, right?
Yeah, but that includes the accessories, right, which is a lower realization business.
True.
What I wanted to ask is, on the apparel side, you've grown at 8 to 10%, but the aspiration to grow revenue is at 18 to 20, right?
Yeah.
So, on the volume side, we'll have to pick up much more in the next 9 months.
What he said is that, okay, the growth has been there on the volume side also as well as the value side, right?
Right. But it is but it has been on the lower end, right? That is my question. What gives you the confidence that the next 9 months you will be able to catch up so that you are able to meet your guidance of 18 to 20?
Deepak, on our estimates, we have been short by about close to around 3 to 4% on the top line basis. Okay, I feel on the quarter end to quarter 3 becomes the bigger season scenario, and we feel that we'll be able to cover it up in the quarter 2 or the quarter 3 period.
Sure. दीपक जी, कैसा होता है कि इस बार है ना अप्रैल का बिजनेस है ना बहुत डल था, और अभी आने वाले टाइम में बहुत सारे फेस्टिवल्स हैं, और कोई भी गारमेंट बिजनेस का अगर पिक टाइम देखेंगे दैट इज quarter 2 एंड quarter 3. तो हमें ऐसा लग रहा है कि हम जो भी अगर हमने जो कमिटमेंट किया है और जो भी आज भी हम कर रहे हैं तो उसको हम ना कर पाएंगे पूरा, बिकॉज अभी आने वाले टाइम में सारे फेस्टिवल्स हैं और इंडिया मार्केट इज मोर डिपेंडेंट ऑन द फेस्टिवल मार्केट. तो वी आर कॉन्फिडेंस. आई टॉक टू माई चैनल पार्टनर्स ऑल्सो, सब लोग कॉन्फिडेंस है कि हम अचीव कर लेंगे.
श्योर, ठीक है सर. एंड सर, ये सेकेंडरी सेल्स भी इम्प्रूव हो गया फ्रॉम जुलाई ऑनवर्ड्स?
या मतलब बहुत ज्यादा अप्रैल वाले हाल नहीं है, बट बहुत ज्यादा भी इम्प्रूव नहीं हुआ है, बट यस बेटर पोजीशन है.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
बेटर पोजीशन.
श्योर, दैट्स ग्रेट सर. थैंक यू, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू दीपक.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to the participant, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Priyanka Trivedi from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Thank you for this opportunity again. So my question is on working capital days. If you have to look at it on year basis, they have declined, and it was majorly driven by inventory days decline. So what has driven this reduction, and is this sustainable for the year, or will maintain FY23 working capital days?
The working capital will stay at what it is. Okay, generally we say it should be around 120 to 130 odd days period. Okay, and it will stay in the same limits.
Okay. And my second question is that, manufacturing expenses have reduced by almost 22% on year basis. What is the reason behind that? And will that sustain?
Bifurcation perspectively, you generally consider the COGS. I would advise that.
Okay, that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Anurag, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
My question has been answered. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Rajiv from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. So, this is in terms of the stores under development now. For the last year or so, the percentage of stores under development as a percentage of the current network was close to 20% plus, and that helped in terms of it materializing in 4 or 5 quarters. Now that number has come down to close to 12%. So this 70-80 store addition, do we have a stronger pipeline visibility in Q2 in terms of that this 50 number going over to 80 by Q2 end?
Okay, I have under development stores. Okay, where contracts or things have been signed, is close to around 50 stores.
Yeah. So I see that. So that is 50 on a base of 450 currently.
At the lower base,
that is 12%. Yeah.
At a lower base also, I considered at 80 to 100 stores. At the base also, I am considering at 80 to 100 stores only. So it's the absolute quantity which I am considering, not the percentage.
Yeah, I understand that. The point I'm making is, for example, Q2 FY22, you had 80 stores under works, and you had 323 which were operational, totally becoming 400 odd stores, and this 400 network basically got materialized by, let's say, mid of Q2 of 23. So it took close to 4.5 quarters. So now if I look at the current number, which is put together close to 500 odd stores, if you take the historical, last few quarters average, if it continues for 4.5 more quarters, then you will hit maybe, 500 stores by the end of this year or maybe Q1, and versus, let's say, you're guiding for 530 number.
See, I'm saying that, okay, on this base, I already have 100 store or 50 odd stores. It also depends on the market sentiment. Since the market sentiments were low, okay, customer also, resist himself for investment. So whenever market sentiments become better, also the franchisee involvement becomes much higher. You just have to work on a faster pace during that period.
Sure. Okay. Secondly, I missed a few data points. You initially said that there was a 10% volume growth, is it? 10% volume growth on the apparel side?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But if we reverse work the volume number from the data you had shared, it seems that if you volume per store number, it is on an average 10% down as compared to, let's say, last year. So it was. Hello. So your voice is cracking in between. Hello.
Understanding. From what number are you making that? May elaborate?
So you have given the total volume number, right? Which is 3 million, which is apparel plus lifestyle, and then you have indicated. Yeah, your voice is cracking, sir. I am not able to.
That includes garment and accessories.
No, I'm elaborating further. So, and then you have mentioned that apparel is 60% of the total. So you take basically 60% of this number, and that will give you the apparel number, and then I divide by and then I adjust it for the retail portion of the revenue, and then divide by the number of stores. And that's where you see 10% YOY decline. And then in the same way, if they do, there is a price increase of close to 4%. And I assume that because you have not taken price hike, so it's largely mix-led. So there is a volume decline, it seems. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, the absolute number. Right now, the number of 30 million, 3 million. 3 million, okay, so this number is garment plus accessories on the overall company basis. The SSG growth, which I said, was only on the retail format. Okay, when you consider the number of stores format, this is the total number for all the channels put together. You cannot divide it by the number of stores directly.
No, I multiplied by the retail thing, right? 43%, which is the retail channel revenue.
Retail includes two channels, okay, which is my exclusive stores as well as LFS.
Yeah, but your exclusive is, okay, it includes the LFS as well, is it?
Yeah. It does.
Okay. Sure. Or maybe I'll circle back offline on this. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ritesh Parjatia from Motilal Oswal Financial Service. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, I just looking your quick comments on category of plus size. Do you have any plans to enter in this category? Because we have seen there is a good demand for this product, and recently Shoppers Stop also entered into this category.
Not yet. क्योंकि वी आर अभी ना उस पे हम लोग कोई काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, बट इन फ्यूचर हो सकता है अभी, क्योंकि अभी नाउ द फर्स्ट फोकस इज ऑन द किड्स. वी वांट टू लॉन्च द किड्स फर्स्ट एंड देन लेडीज. तो अभी हमारा कोई प्लान नहीं है. जब भी जैसे ही कोई प्लान होगा हम आपको बता देंगे.
ओके, श्योर सर.
थैंक यू. Next question is from the line of Drishti from ThinkWise. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Sir, in our presentation, I see that we've mentioned...
Audible?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, sir. In our presentation, I see that we've mentioned that we have 80 distributors and 3,000 retail MBO touchpoints. So are there any plans to increase that, and what is our thought process about that? And if you could share the semi-urban versus metro bifurcation of these retails, if that's possible. Thanks, sir.
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, so what I was asking is that in our presentation, we mentioned that we have 80 distributors with 3,000 retail touchpoints, the MBOs. So what are your thought process of increasing these MBO count further? if we are thinking over that. And in case you can give the bifurcation of semi-urban and metro or tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 city bifurcation of these retail MBOs, if that's possible. Thank you, sir.
The bifurcation which we give, on retail and non-retail, both have been growing on the similar percentage. MBO forms a part of the non-retail format, so it has been growing at the similar pace perspective. I'll not be able to directly give you a number exactly on how I will penetrate or at what value or what quantity I'll be penetrating to.
Okay.
When I say that my retail as well as non-retail has grown at a similar percentage on this quarter.
Fair point, but that is the same sales growth, right, sir? I wanted to understand if we are increasing the number of retail touchpoints.
We are, but I don't have an exact number right now.
Okay, fair.
I don't have an exact number on my platter right now.
No, I'll take this offline. No problem, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Siddharth Purohit from InvestQ Investment Advisors Private Limited. Please go ahead.
हेलो हेमंत जी, एक जो आपने लास्ट टाइम भी शायद डिस्कस किया था कि नॉर्दर्न मार्केट और विंटर वेयर में थोड़ा हम लोग का फोकस बढ़ रहा है, तो उसका रेस्पॉन्स कैसा रहा है अभी अगले ये सीजन के लिए? जैसे आई थिंक वो विंटर के लिए आप अभी से ऑलरेडी तैयार तो आपने ऑर्डर लिया रहेगा,
राइट बोलिए आप ऐसा
रेस्पॉन्स ओवरऑल
आपका जो नॉर्थ में बिजनेस है 60% इज इन विंटर ओनली. हमने लास्ट सीजन में हमने ठीक ठाक करना वहाँ पे बिजनेस किया था और रिस्पांस अच्छा था, और इस सीजन हमारे को ऐसी उम्मीद है कि हमारा बिजनेस नॉर्थ साइड से हमारा बिजनेस बढ़ेगा.
तो ये साल सर कंपैरिजन में लास्ट ईयर के हिसाब से सेटिस्फैक्टरी है? कुछ बॉल पार्क फिगर बता सकते हैं कि कितना ग्रो करेगा नॉर्थ मार्केट?
ऐसे फिगर्स अभी आज की तारीख में तो मैं आपको जोन वाइज नहीं दे सकता, बट यस आज भी हमारे किटी में द ईस्ट इज नंबर 1 एंड हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं नॉर्थ, वेस्ट एंड साउथ. पर धीरे धीरे हमारा जो पहले हमारा पेनिट्रेशन नॉर्थ में अभी बढ़ रहा है, तो मैं आज एग्जैक्ट नंबर और परसेंटेज आपसे बात नहीं कर सकता, बट यस हमारा बिजनेस नॉर्थ में बढ़ रहा है, इतना मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ.
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Jagveer Singh from Shade Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, my question is related to the competitive intensity. So, in the last 3-4 years, Judio has come out with the big expansion and they are selling jeans in the 500 and 600 rupees range. And in the last quarter, Shoppers Stop also launched their brand Intune. Their average size also 500-600 rupees. So they are going big in the tier 4 markets also, Judio, Reliance trend. So competitive intensity is increasing in the jeans and other products also. So what is our thought process on this, sir?
So when you say as a segment denim, there is a economy range, there is a mid premium range, and there is a premium range perspective. I fall in the mid premium perspective. But what comparison you're doing maybe on the value format, I don't fall in that category.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and when you're talking about the Reliance trends, I'm already part of Reliance trends.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Deepak Lalwani from Unify Capital. Please go ahead.
So my question was on the K-Lounge stores. How many stores did we close in this quarter and how many were converted to killer stores?
Total closure was around 22.
Hello?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Deepak, okay, 6 to 8 were under, okay, converted.
Okay.
Okay, 6 and 8 are under क्या बोलते हैं अपना renovation and 6 were closure stores.
Okay. Okay, sure. And sir, are we done with? Are we seeing more stores which will get converted into the killer format?
The number of stores on K-Launch on a 5-year period. So majority of the stores, close to around 70% of the stores, fall under a 5-year period. So I am revamping the strategy on those stores.
Sure. So all the stores will get renovated / converted into a killer store. Is that the strategy here?
Working on the strategy aspect. Okay. How to sustain, how to maintain both the aspects.
दीपक जी, उसमें ऐसा है कि सारे के सारे स्टोर ओवरनाइट है ना, सारे चेंज नहीं होंगे किलर में. कुछ स्टोर किलर में कन्वर्ट होंगे, कुछ हो सकता है इंटीग्रिटी और लॉमन में भी कन्वर्ट होगी. बिकॉज हम ये देख रहे हैं कि अभी केलॉन्स का हमारा आगे जो आने वाला टाइम है, हम लोग उसको एक अलग तरीके से देख रहे हैं एंड वी वांट टू गो इन द बिग फॉर्मेट. क्योंकि जब तक अभी जैसी मेरी कैटेगरी सारी स्टैब्लिश हो जाएगी तो हम लोग इसके लिए कि द केलॉन्स शुड बी द बिगर साइज स्टोर्स एंड विथ ऑल माई कैटेगरीज. तो अब उसकी स्ट्रेटेजी अभी तक हुई नहीं, पर हम धीरे धीरे इसीलिए कि हम वो स्टोर का जो सेल है हमको उसको लॉस नहीं करना, तो हम उसको कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं सिंगल ब्रांड में. तो कहीं पे हो सकता है इंटीग्रिटी के स्टोर ओपन हो जाएंगे, कहीं पे लॉमेन के स्टोर हो जाएंगे और कहीं पे किलर के स्टोर हो जाएंगे, ओपन करेंगे. इट्स ऑल डिपेंड ऑन द सेल्स कि आज हमारे पास जो सेल डेटा और जो ब्रांड का सेल वहाँ पे बेटर है, अगर टियर 3 टियर 4 में अगर वहाँ पे इंटीग्रिटी अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा तो वी विल ओपन एज इंटीग्रिटी स्टोर, इंडिपेंडेंट स्टोर ऑफ इंटीग्रिटी. तो वो वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट. धीरे धीरे हम लोग कन्वर्जन कर रहे हैं कि वी डोंट वांट टू लूज आवर सेल्स और केलॉन्स वी बी द डिफरेंट पॉलिसी. तो हम उसके लिए हम फ्यूचर में हम आपके साथ है ना केलॉन्स की बात करेंगे. आज हम उसको जो मेरे स्टोर्स हैं, हम वी डोंट वांट टू क्लोज एनी स्टोर. आर्टिकल जो स्टोर एकदम सस्टेन ही नहीं कर पा रहे तो हो सकता है उसमें 2-5 स्टोर बंद हो जाए. अदरवाइज वी विल रिटेन ऑल द स्टोर.
Sure, sir, sure. And sir, in the 50 stores that we have in the pipeline, what should one expect to come within the few quarters?
We are trying कि भाई फेस्टिव के पहले ओपन हो जावे, पर सर अभी इसमें कुछ स्टोर्स हैं जो मॉल में है ओपन होने वाले हैं, जो अभी तक उनके पोजीशन आए नहीं है. कुछ स्टोर मेरे ऑलरेडी फिक्चर्स में चल रहे हैं. तो धीरे धीरे जो 50 स्टोर मेरे पाइपलाइन में ये नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर और क्वार्टर 3 में तो लगभग ओपन हो ही जाएंगे.
Sure. And sir, इसमें कोई कन्वर्जन इंक्लूडेड नहीं है, राइट? दीज आर अपार्ट फ्रॉम द कन्वर्टेड स्टोर्स.
कुछ स्टोर है हो सकते हैं उसमें कन्वर्जन के, कुछ स्टोर, सम स्टोर 2-4 स्टोर कुछ हो सकते हैं.
ओके, श्योर. थैंक यू सर. दोज आर माय क्वेश्चंस.
Thank you. Before we move to the next question, reminder to the participant, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Varun Singh from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Sir, my first question is, and sir, I'm sorry if this is a repeated question because I joined call little bit late, around half an hour late.
No problem.
Yeah. So, sir, my first question is, have we taken any price hike in the jeans segment?
No. बिकॉज ऑलरेडी कॉटन प्राइसेस है ना नॉर्मल हो गए थे और कुछ प्राइसेस रिड्यूस भी हुए थे और हमने प्राइस हाइक नहीं लिया.
तो ये 19% का जो ग्रोथ है वो मतलब उसमें एसएसजी का कितना कॉम्पोनेंट रहेगा कंपेयर टू रिटेल एक्सपेंशन?
The growth has been around 15%. How are you saying 19%?
नहीं सर, आपका जो सेगमेंटल कंट्रीब्यूशन है उसको आई मीन यूजिंग दैट नंबर आई कैलकुलेटेड. But still, what is the SSG number at overall system level?
Okay, we generally calculate because some stores when we deal with non-retail format, we don't get the exact numbers on the tertiary sales. So we generally calculate SSG only on the retail store format.
अच्छा, हाँ नहीं तो सर जो रिटेल स्टोर फॉर्मेट है उसमें एसएसजी हम लोग का कितना है कंपेयर टू रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ?
ओके, रिटेल एसएसजी ग्रोथ वाज अराउंड 4%.
4%. ओके. एंड ओके. और ये सर रिटेल में जो आउट परफॉर्मेंस है, या मतलब नॉन रिटेल और रिटेल में दोनों में ही 15-16% का ग्रोथ काफी हेल्दी है, तो बाकी सारे कंपनीज स्लो डाउन फेस कर रहे हैं डिस्क्रिशनरी कंजम्पशन में, और स्पेशली टीयर 3 सिटी में। वो हमारे केस में ऐसा रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है। तो एनीथिंग यू वांट टू कॉल आउट, व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर आवर रिलेटिव आउट परफॉर्मेंस?
गुड क्वालिटी, बेटर प्राइस, गुड सर्विस, और क्या होता है एक ब्रांड को ग्रोथ करने के लिए, और जो वीकनेस ऑफ द अदर ब्रांड उसको है ना आप पॉजिटिव में कन्वर्ट करते हो। दैट इज द ग्रोथ पाथ ऑफ एनी बिजनेस।
राइट। नहीं, जैसे सर, जैसा हम बोले कि जींस में प्राइस हाइक नहीं दिए, तो कंपटीशन प्राइस हाइक लिया है, और इसके लिए हम लोग का परफॉर्मेंस रिलेटिवली ज्यादा हुआ है, मार्केट शेयर गेन किए हैं।
नॉर्मल क्या हो गया था इस बार है ना, थोड़ा मार्केट अप्रैल व्हेन वी फेस की, जब फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में थोड़ा अप्रैल मंथ वाज वेरी बैड फॉर एनी ब्रांड ऑल माय कंपटीटर्स। तो उसमें ऐसा था कि थोड़ा सा जून में हमारे को वी आर वेरी अग्रेसिव इन द सेल पार्ट।
ओके।
तो हम जैसे जून में लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया, हम लोग बहुत अग्रेसिव सेल पे चले गए, तो हमारे को बिजनेस हैम्पर नहीं हुआ है कि 1-2% हमारे एबिटा मार्जिन पे हिट हमको लेना पड़ा, बट ये हमने हमारा ग्रोथ पाथ नहीं स्लो किया, कि हमने अपना मार्केट शेयर लूज नहीं किया।
हाँ, समझ गया सर। बट सर, वाई दिस क्वेश्चन इज बिकॉज हम लोग का सर ग्रॉस मार्जिन में भी कुछ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन नहीं है, काफी हेल्दी लेवल पे है, वेयरएज कंपटीशन एंड एवरीवन हैज रिपोर्टेड सम कॉन्ट्रैक्शन।
ओके, जो सेविंग हुआ था वो उसमें से वो ऑफसेट हो गया।
राइट। का बेनिफिट मिला था उसी में अपसेट, उसमें ना वो ऑफसेट हो गया।
ओके। एंड सर, माय सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज के लाउंज फॉर्मेट में लाइक हाउ मच मोर रैशनलाइजेशन इज लेफ्ट? 70% सर आप बोल रहे हैं, 5 साल पुराने हो गए हैं स्टोर्स। तो अभी मतलब अभी जो अपने टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टोर्स हैं, यहाँ से गोइंग फॉरवर्ड कितना मतलब स्टोर क्लोजर, कन्वर्जन, रिनोवेशन, वहाँ पे मतलब सर कितना पैसा और खर्चना है, और ये कब तक रैशनलाइजेशन चलेगा?
द मेजर स्टोर आर द फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल स्टोर, तो वहाँ पे हमारा कंपनी का खर्चा आता नहीं है। हम उनको ना जो केलॉन से आप उसको सिंगल ब्रांड स्टोर में कन्वर्ट कर, तो एज पर एज द कैपेक्स इज कंपनी का उसमें बहुत ज्यादा खर्चा आता नहीं है। ठीक है, हम थोड़ा बहुत उनके साथ शेयरिंग करते हैं, बट इट्स नॉट अ वेरी बिग अमाउंट। और उसी वही स्टोर हम बंद नहीं कर रहे, हम उसको कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं इन सिंगल ब्रांड।
अंडरस्टूड। तो सर ये मतलब फिर भी ये कब तक मतलब और कितना रैशनलाइजेशन बाकी है इसमें?
कीप ऑन हैपनिंग। तो है ना, कैसा है कि जैसे जैसे सीजन नजदीक आता है, एवरीबडी तो फेस्टिव के पहले लोग ज्यादा जल्दी तैयार होते हैं, और फेस्टिव के ऑफलाइन में वो लोग है ना जल्दी तैयार होते नहीं है। हमें भी थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, और उसमें ऐसा नहीं कि सारे के सारे स्टोर कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे। जो स्टोर अच्छा बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, वाई ही विल चेंज इन सिंगल ब्रांड, नहीं भी होगा, सारे के सारे स्टोर कन्वर्ट नहीं होंगे।
अंडरस्टूड सर, अंडरस्टूड। समझ गया सर। एंड सर, माय लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज
to answer your question, the Kewal as a brand format is not closing down.
समझ गया सर, अंडरस्टूड। राइट। तो सर ये इसमें फिर एक्सपेंशन कभी से एक्सपेक्टेड है?
अरे
के लाउंज में स्टोर एडिशन वगैरह हम लोग कब से एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं फिर?
This year focus has been on individual stores.
Individual brands. Understood. Okay, fair point. And sir, second final question is on the value price range. Earlier we said that integrity should be growing at a higher rate, and because value price is a high growth segment, अभी सर Reliance भी अपना एक नया फॉर्मेट लेके आ रहा है, less than 500 rupees price point in that segment. Shopper Stop has also entered, and we have a value brand also with us. तो ये मतलब वैल्यू वाले प्राइस पॉइंट पे सर व्हाट इज योर ग्रोथ प्लान, इफ यू हैव एनी, इफ यू वांट टू शेयर, एंड एज अ कंसिक्वेंस व्हाट इज रेवेन्यू कंट्रीब्यूशन एक्सेट्रा वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग ओवर नेक्स्ट 1 to 2 years?
अभी तक कोई ना स्टोर उनके अभी तक आए नहीं है। जब तक कोई फॉर्मेट क्लियर नहीं होता और कोई पॉलिसी एकदम उनके डिफाइन नहीं होती, तब तक हम लोग उनके उतना, और जो वैल्यू चेन और जो प्राइस की वो बात करते हैं, मे बी वी आर नॉट फिट इन दैट चैनल। तो अभी तक जब तक कुछ कॉन्क्रीट नहीं हो जाती ना, हम उसके ऊपर आपको क्या रिप्लाई करें. तो इट्स जस्ट कि भाई थोड़ा
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि हम लोग का खुद का क्या बिजनेस प्लान है इंटीग्रिटी को लेकर.
बिजनेस प्लान जैसे मैं तो ओवरऑल केवल किरण की बात कर रहा हूँ, और जब केवल किरण की बात करें तो हमने ऑलरेडी प्लान दिया कि हम वी विल ग्रोन बाय 18 to 20% एंड वी विल, और हमारे जो मार्जिन है 18 to 20% एबिटा मार्जिन, उसको मेंटेन करके चलेंगे. उसमें कभी हो सकता है इंटीग्रिटी बढ़ेगा, कभी किलर बढ़ेगा, बट यस व्हेन वी सेज कि एज अ केवल किरण वी विल ग्रोन बाय 18 to 20%. उसमें सारे चैनल मिक्स आ गए.
अंडरस्टूड सर, अंडरस्टूड. दैट्स इट.
मेजर फोकस कि भाई हमारे को 18 to 20% जो हमने कमिट किया उसको रिटेन करना है पहले. जो अब कोई भी चैनल, कोई भी ब्रांड बढ़े, वी डोंट माइंड.
राइट. समझ गया सर.
बिजनेस इज बिजनेस बॉस.
हाँ, यस सर, करेक्ट सर. ओके सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच, वेरी वेरी हेल्पफुल. दैट्स इट फ्रॉम माय साइड. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Arpan Rathod, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Just wanted to understand on sales and distribution expenses. It's grown by 18% YOY. So, what is our take on that? What are new initiatives which we have taken? And also, if you can help me with the full year guidance for sales and distribution expenses.
Just a minute.
So generally, okay, S&D expenses, we say that okay, it remains will stay within the bracket of 5 to 6%.
Okay, so 5 to 6% on an annualized basis, right?
Yeah. On the operating revenue.
Okay.
On the operating revenue, if you are looking at it, has been at a similar percentage.
Okay. Great. Any plans for the upcoming World Cup?
जब तक बट आई कैन टेल यू, अभी हम लोग T20 के वेस्ट इंडीज सीरीज हम लोग स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हैं.
That's great, sir. And sir, my last question.
India and West Indies tomorrow, right? It start from today night.
Definitely will watch. Sir, my last question. You've guided for 18 to 20% growth. This is without taking into consideration of any acquisition as and when it happens.
Yeah. Without consultation, without any acquisition. This is pure business. जो आज कर रहे हैं हम उसी पे बात कर रहे हैं. All organic.
Correct. And second, last question, sir. Considering this time around the festive season is starting a little late, Diwali would be in November. Will it have an impact on our Q2 in terms of dispatches and all?
We generally say that a Q2 and Q3 should be looked together. So sometimes because Diwali just postpones it in quarter 2 and sometimes it's in quarter 3. Generally, you should look at a number which is a Q2 and a Q3 through together to give a realistic picture. To have a realistic picture.
Sure, makes sense. Yeah, that's it from my side. All the best.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you. A reminder to the participant, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Hemant Jain for the closing comments.
Okay. Thank you, boss. I would like to once again thank all of you for joining us on this call today. We hope we have been able to answer your queries. Please feel free to reach out to our IR team for any clarification or feedback. Thank you all.
Thank you.